So do we have to go through our sordid history on the air?
If you say anything criminal, I'll cut it out, maybe.
Lee Street Deli first opened in the 1920s in East Campus at Mizzou, right there at the corner of Wilson and Lee Street. Kind of a little-known place. Little deli, some convenience items, beer, soda, and that kind of thing, some sandwiches as well. And we sat down with the new owners of Lee Street Deli. It's soon to reopen, and also some old-time customers of Lee Street Deli, Kevin Walsh and Richard King, who lived there in the early days of their life here in Columbia. So sitting down talking with Kevin Walsh and Richard King, also Josiah and Katie Jo about their new endeavor and Columbia's old favorite, Lee Street Deli.
Well, that parking lot was our house, where our house was.
Across Wilson?
You walk right out the front door and you went right up Wilson.
There was concrete
Lee
stairs
Street.
up into 1315 Wilson.
The house over here was a 3-bedroom, actually 4-bedroom, 2-car garage, this close to campus. We were paying a grand total.
Stop it.
I don't even.
A grand total
No.
of $150 a month.
Yeah, right. They started getting these parties together in the late 70s when I was working the river, so I'd disappear for like 30 days on the river, and then I'd come back, sometimes in the middle of the night, and there'd always be a party going on. This whole street blocked off. It was nuts.
And our first house was right here.
Right, 1308.
I lived over on Anthony, so we all lived here in East Campus and stuff. I remember there being just always people in the street out here, just constantly.
Remember over on Bass, there was the Thursday Night Club. The Bass Avenue boys would throw the Thursday Night Club, which was acoustic music on the back porch, music on the back porch, acoustic music on the front porch, and free booze. And they would throw it every Thursday on Bass Avenue.
What did you rely on Lee Street Deli for?
Oh my God!
You kidding
we were
me?
college.
The only thing they didn't have was beer, and Harvey and Millie wouldn't do that. Everything else, a juicy burger for 75 cents. A bologna sandwich with an extra slice of bologna, 50 cents.
Yeah.
All kinds of soda.
Josiah, you're not raising prices, are you? I don't think a bologna sandwich is 75 cents anymore anywhere, Richard.
It's Friday Foodies, and we're talking this morning with the new operators of Lee Street Deli, Josiah Williams, Katie Jo, and their team, and also Richard King and Kevin Walsh, reminiscing about their memories of living right across the street from Lee Street Deli back in the day.
You mentioned earlier that you wanted this place to be like a gathering place, like a diversity type thing, and it used to happen like, everybody on the floor of your dorm randomly put together your first year, and 2 or 3 of them wind up being your best friends. This neighborhood's kind of like that before the internet, was putting people together into groups, before algorithms, I guess.
Yes. When I've been over here building stuff, working on stuff, and there's so many students that walk by early mornings all day long, they cheer us on, they honk at us, like they remember us, stop by. One guy, we were out here building these benches, and they brought us 2 beers. You know what I mean? And it's like, I want them to feel like that. I wanted to even host stuff over here, like where I'm a lady builder and my lady's a lady builder. Having in the spring and summer when there's not as many students, hosting things like just having women out here to come over here and eat and hang out back here on the porch. And if you have any questions about how to build something, ask us. Show our tools.
We got bologna and cheese sandwiches,
baby.
Yeah, we wanted to revamp the menu a little bit.
Oh my God!
I often thought about naming this the Richard King.
Yeah.
So
Because I'm full of bologna. Okay.
This would be
What do
the
we got here?
CBR.
What we got here? This is what?
CBR.
CBR.
Chicken Bacon Ranch. It was one of the college kids.
They've been requesting.
Super popular. Absolutely.
Bacon.
This looks awesome.
Bacon.
Let's hear the preparation on this. This is like bacon and
So it's grilled
cheese
buffalo chicken.
Grilled buffalo chicken.
Yes,
buffalo
grilled
chicken.
breast sliced down.
And do you put it in a press?
We put it in a hoagie.
And do you?
We seared it, and then we roasted it in the oven.
So it's like a grinder thing.
And then we did a house-made ranch that we used during our events and whatnot.
That's great.
Oh, the chicken's actually
Really delicious.
And this will be one of the sandwiches that
This
we
is
would
something
use.
they didn't have, man. That's
Okay. Yeah, we wanted you guys to try some
That's
stuff.
a great upgrade right there. I vote yes on that.
So
Excellent.
Well, I got to tell you, if you Google Lee Street Deli right now, it says permanently closed.
yeah, permanently closed.
Which is not the case.
When you think you'll get everything up and going?
Well, the ideal is we're not quite sure when we're going to get a full cooked out kitchen. But until then, we can do buffet style food like nachos, hot dogs. We'll have a set menu of Nathan hot dogs, the juicy burger, the different variations that come with that.
We're going to offer breakfast too. We want them to. We'll have breakfast sandwiches like this, and these sandwiches that'll always be they can grab and go.
We'll do breakfast burritos.
Yes.
Stuff that's going to hold well. So you got your little biscuits, you got your breakfast burritos.
Why not have a little bistro place where people can meet that are living here for 4 years and, like you just said, pass by their friends, come and have the same cup of coffee, sit down with their laptops, hang out here and there. And some people live in apartments with 4 or 5 people. They might want to get out of that apartment, just like living in New York City or somewhere. You want to get out of your little space and outside. So this is a perfect little place to be provided for that, for your community space.
You know, during COVID, they developed a term for that. It's called your third place.
Yeah.
Okay? And it's important
I didn't
in people's
realize
lives.
that.
All right, Friday Foodies. We're having lunch with Kevin Walsh and Richard King and the new operators of Lee Street Deli, Josiah Williams and Katie Joe and their team, as they get ready to reopen this legendary Columbia convenience store, deli, quick stop. Lee Street Deli at the corner of Wilson and Lee Street. We will continue with more Friday Foodies in a moment. We're going to taste test the famous Juicy Burger from Lee Street Deli. This is 102.3 BXR.
102.3 BXR.
102.3 BXR, it's Friday Foodies, and thanks for joining us once again. We're visiting with Lee Street Deli. They're closed right now, have been for a while, but they're fixing to reopen. Josiah Williams, Katie Joe, and their team have put together the menu. Richard King and Kevin Walsh and myself are taste testing that menu this morning.
Oh my God.
Is that a Juicy Burger?
Oh, yeah.
That's Juicy Burger.
Yeah. Oh, please, I can't wait. I'm so excited for this moment right here. This is the moment
This is
I've been
going to
waiting
go
for.
back.
Oh,
This
really?
looks,
And we
this
should
looks
visit.
so far, it looks good.
It's a Juicy Burger, baby.
It looks
it's
like
a
one.
Juicy
I
Burger.
think we got one here. Oh, yeah.
Josiah, now you said you found 3 different recipes.
Yes.
Did, did you distill it down?
You know, it is
So
it's a mustard tang.
This is his.
Tiny bit.
I got one that we're going to launch, and then I got a 2.0 that we're going to hold back in.
Okay, it's
All
so
right.
good.
All right.
This is
here we
his
go.
recipe.
It definitely needs to be updated.
That's what the
Yes.
Buffalo hot.
That's what the
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Okay, now I
I
also
think it's
talked to
perfect.
him.
No,
I think you
right
nailed
on.
it.
Yeah, right,
I think
yeah.
you nailed it.
You nailed
Right
it.
on it.
Absolutely.
Sure. And this is the way you serve
It's
it,
like the
too.
Juicy Burger me.
I'm sorry.
This
I'm
goes
sorry
back.
right now.
This goes way back for me.
Dude,
It's a real
good
Juicy
stuff.
Burger, Kev.
Yep, it is. Takes me back.
You guys are filling me up.
We
though.
should check with
That's a
Robert.
lot of food.
People that haven't been here for like 20, 30 years are going to show up and be like, I have a Juicy Burger, you know? And that's what they're going to be
It's so good.
satisfied. Absolutely.
Okay, listen to what I talked to him about, you guys, because Josiah is an amazing
some more
chef.
right
I
there,
talked
too.
to him about
Yeah, Josiah can cook, man. We know
his,
that.
his 2.0 that he does not have here today is killer.
Now,
It's got
it's a little bit
more.
more juicy,
Yep.
like broken apart.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I know you have your Lee Street Deli page, you know, probably and everything. But you know what really works well is I ate at the Lee Street Deli. That kind of page, you know, in my
Yeah.
experience, I worked at or I did you know,
Yeah.
that type of thing. I ate at, you know, that will pick up.
Or
on
I
it,
lived
you
in
know.
East Campus.
Yeah.
I was there. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Listen, I want to be able to feed people. I want to be able to really let people know there's somebody over here. Like, you're not gonna. There's somebody in the world that cares. Okay, it's your corner market right here. It might be here, but it's your neighborhood. We care what's going on out here.
So how old was the actual? What was the first year the store was in existence? Did you get
1927.
27?
Mm-hmm. 1927.
That was the year.
So
That was the year that
definitely.
they completed the Blue Note building, the current location.
Oh, wow.
1927.
Okay,
It's been
see,
really
so
busy.
Richard,
Sorry about
2027, we should be here when the 100 years,
Oh,
so we're
God,
hoping
that's right around
that'd
the
be
corner.
a little reason to have a little block party right
Oh, I
there,
would
okay?
think. There's going to be a big reason.
So-
yeah.
So the legend of Lee Street Deli will continue with their new owners, operators, Josiah Williams and Katie Joe and the rest of their team. Lee Street Deli will return. We don't know exactly what the opening date will be, but it'll be sometime soon, and we'll keep you up to date on that. Friday Foodies. Thanks to Lee Street Deli for hosting us. Thanks to Kevin Walsh and Richard King for joining us to talk about their histories there and the history of that legendary location, Lee Street Deli at Williams and Lee Street. We're going to take a quick break. We've got to come back. More BXR music on the other side. Hang on.